Hi everyone, and welcome back to Nurses Notes 101. Again, I'm Nurse Alexa. Good to see you all. Today, I figured we would talk about mindset. As you can tell, I'm still in my boyfriend's basement doing the podcast videos. I'll be here for a little bit longer. I have 2 weeks until I move into the city, so I will keep you guys updated. But topic wise, mindset. I feel like a strong mindset with anything is obviously very important. Multiple influencers and different people on social media will speak about mindset, the importance of it in business, work, any kind of job. You need to have that mindset to be focused on what your goal is. For me, it's not just about that focus on the goal, it's about having passion and purpose. So without having purpose and drive to make money or to be the best nurse, the best doctor, the best financial advisor that you could be, it's kind of going to be a losing game. You have to have something that you're working towards. If you don't have anything that you're working towards, it's going to be really difficult to have a clear path. If you don't have a clear path, you're not going to know what steps you need in your life to get to where you want to be. We all think, so I'm 31, but I have a plan for myself when I'm 35. I have plans for the next 4 years to see what'll be the best objectives for me to hit so I can be where I want to be at 34 or 35. And I think that's a great way to be. We all have to have these steps, these goals to make our dreams possible, whether that be in nursing, a different science field, in the financial realm. It's really important to be able to see the future, visualize it, take steps towards it, write it down. One of the things that helped me a lot when I was saving for CRNA school is I actually wrote down how much I wanted to save each month and how I was going to do it. I didn't just like put a random goal on the board and I was like, yeah, maybe 50 grand will like just come into my pocket. I had ideas about what I wanted to do and how I could get it done to save that kind of money. That kind of money is a lot for me, so I try to take these little steps and different things that I could do to reach that goal, and I think it feels like nothing else when you obtain those goals that you worked really hard for, which is great. Mindsets, like I said, passion, specialty is all super important. So back to nursing, when you decide you want to be a nurse, you're done with school, you passed your NCLEX, a lot of people will go into a specialty right off the bat. I did. I went into ICU right off the bat, and I think it was the best decision for me. By that point, I had 2 years pretty extensively in the hospital as a secretary, and then I had 1 full year as a student intern in which I could give medications with a nurse next to me, and where I could like hang IV piggybacks and assess patients. So I think with that experience, it led me to be very confident in that facility, which I still worked at. And that led me to be okay going right into a specialty. But if you feel like you want more experience, you want to see multiple things, maybe don't go into specialty right off the bat. If you really have no idea what you want to do, maybe the ER is good for you. They have psych, they have OB, they have peds, they have trauma, ICU, they have med surg with patients who come with back pain, patients who have orthopedic issues. So there's options. Those options could lead you to something that you are passionate about and that you see that you like. next I want to talk about with mindset, the importance of individualization. So you don't just want to jump on the bandwagon of someone else and be like, oh, you want ICU? So do I. That sounds like a good thing. For me, I want an ICU because I love a challenge. I really, like I said in my previous podcast, I love to max myself out. And that led me on my CRNA journey as well. I see a lot of friends and previous coworkers just jumping on the NP bandwagon because everyone else is doing it. At one point or another, every job gets saturated, even CRNA. Right now they're in high demand, but I'm sure one day they might be saturated. You want to do something because you really love it and because it's something that drives you, feeds you, gives you energy. You don't want to do it just because everybody else is or you think that you have to. You could even be a staff nurse for the rest of your years. You don't need to go back to school. I think people do it just because staff nursing is extremely difficult. I love it, and it's sad to see it go. I only have 2 more shifts as a full-time staff nurse. I might do some shifts per diem, but honestly, I don't really know. I might just want to focus only on school, which is my priority. But if you have the ability to look at things and be independent and have your choice completely your own, I think that'll serve you in the long run. I don't want you to look at someone else and be like, I have to be a nurse practitioner. Everyone else is doing it. I don't want to work bedside. Some people really love bedside. I think many people stray away from it now because it is backbreaking, but I think it's important to know that, we have your own mind and you can if you want. But you also want to look at your goals financially as you get older, when you have kids, how often you see yourself working, if you see yourself working full-time, part-time. This is all important things to note. And this was something that I really did think about when I decided to do CRNA because I'm 31. I don't have kids yet. I will probably be married within the next year or so. So it's important to me to see if this goal and plan of mine fits with my lifestyle to be. So in 5 years, I would definitely think I would have a child or 2. I'd be married. I don't want to be busting my ass for so long. So I think I would definitely need to and want to be full-time, but as I get older and as my kids would get older, I'd love to do part-time. And I think the benefits that you get as a CRNA and doing a CRNA part-time is a beautiful thing because you still make a decent amount of money. So along with that, the importance of knowledge of your craft, the importance of passion and purpose, the importance of knowing your specialty and being unique and individual to yourself. You also want to, like I said, set goals. So you have your list. I usually have a big goal list and a small goal list. So for small goals, these are things that I can attain during my day-to-day when I'm off, or different things I can obtain maybe on break while I'm at work. So I'll have a list every day. It can be as mundane as my grocery list, different phone calls I have to make, laundry, what I'm making for dinner, videos, things like that. So all these are lists that I have to get done to get other things done on the track towards my goals. These small lists, I'll incorporate things that will help me on the way to my goals. For example, I like doing these videos. I really feel like they help me focus and they help me on the track to my goals. So I put on my list video, I'll put ideas of what I want to say, even though most of this is just me speaking. But I'll put like different bullet points of what I want to hit. So this is a bullet point that I had on my goal for today. When, like I was saying before, when I was talking about what I do to save money for school, so I wrote down 3 or 4 different ways that I could make $50,000 before CRNA. So for me, that was doing IV infusions, that was one. It was doing travel nursing. For me, I really didn't want to go out of state, so I was doing local travel. For me, that was having a clothing brand, doing these YouTube videos. All these things are different assets that I developed and have to help build my financial readiness for school. And this is super important. You want to have those steps and things that aren't just ideas, but things that you can physically do now to start and get you ready for your next steps in life. This is all incorporated in the mindset of being a nurse, in the mindset of growing in your current field. You want to be focused on the end goal, present, but also able to look at what you're doing and where you'll be and if those things align. All right, until next time, this is Nurse Alexa. Thanks for watching Nurses Notes 101.